These aren't being talked about nearly enough. The Taiwanese streetwear and sneaker boutique Invincible has been collaborating with ASICS since 2015. This year, they celebrated the 10-year partnership by releasing 3 pairs of ASICS Gel Nimbus 10.1. And this latest one brings the journey full circle. The 404 RGB is a reinterpretation of Invincible's 2015 Gel Lyte 3 Formoza. The name took inspiration from Ilha Formosa, which is what Portuguese sailors named Taiwan in 1952. It translates to beautiful island. This year, Invincible explored themes of deconstruction and asymmetry, and it led to some really nice design choices, the most obvious being the different materials on the left and right shoe. The left shoe features a long hair suede, and the right shoe in the same areas uses a smooth gray leather. I've always been a big fan of mixed materials on a sneaker, and this shoe might be the best use of multiple materials that I've seen on a shoe. The fact that this shoe is mostly gray and every material, every detail can still be seen and appreciated, it's major. Speaking of gray, as I mentioned earlier, Invincible titled this pair 404 RGB. RGB normally stands for red, green, blue, but in this case, the G stands for gray. The red and blue come in as one of the asymmetric design elements with mismatched red and blue accents on the left and right shoe. The ASICS logo on the see-through ripstop toe is also gray, adding to the layered monochromatic look of the sneaker. It also makes for a very interesting top-down view. Both sides of the pair have these extra long ASICS tiger stripes. They really play into the deconstructed theme by having raw, frayed edges. Ripstop on the toe and tongue, suede, leather, mesh. There's a lot happening, but because of the color choice, there's still an elevated feel to the pair. A good story without a good product is a waste in my opinion, but Invincible made some really good choices here to take inspiration from that 404 page not found error that most of us have seen at least once in our lifetime, combine that with their current design language and the story they wanted to tell about finding beauty in imperfections, and then bring all of that full circle back to their very first ASICS collaboration. It's impressive. This collaboration, or special project as Invincible is calling it, does come with extra laces. So you get a light gray or a more medium gray set of laces. There is a darker gray pair of laces and a white and gray set of laces. This white and gray set of laces has Invincible branding on the lace tips. All 3 of these extra laces actually have Invincible branding on the aglets or the lace tips. The set of laces that come inside the shoe look exactly like this white and gray set of laces, except the set that comes inside the shoe does not have Invincible branding on the lace tips. Speaking of branding, now's a good time to talk about the co-branding of the shoe. Near the back heel, there is some Invincible and ASICS branding. There's an Invincible tag attached to the ASICS tiger stripes, and right below that, there is an ASICS logo. On the back heel of both shoes, you have some gel branding as well as the model branding, and it says Gel Nimbus 10.1. The tongues of the sneaker are also ASICS branded. You have some more model branding, Gel Nimbus 10.1, and ASICS branding in mismatched red and blue colors. The insoles are co-branded. The left shoe has Invincible branding on the insole, and the right shoe has ASICS branding with the spiral ASICS logo. One more thing about the laces, they all have 3M accents. So these 3 in the extra packaging have 3M accents, as well as the ones that are inside the shoes. No one is gonna see it while the shoe is on foot, but the bottom of the outsoles do have the same dark gray, red, and blue theme as the rest of the shoe. I was able to grab this pair from the ASICS website. I've basically been stalking this release since the Invincible raffle. After the Invincible raffle, I guess they had leftovers or like canceled raffle entries, so they did have stock to put on the site in like a first come first serve kind of release, but I didn't want to pay the tariffs and the duties and the carrier fees in association to all of that, so I passed. They did have my size, but I passed, and I waited for the ASICS website release, and I was able to grab my size without any issue. I really only have one disappointment with this release, and that is the box and the way that they were shipped. So like I mentioned, I did purchase these from the ASICS website, and ASICS sent them bagged instead of double boxed. Actually, I have the bag. This is the bag that ASICS sent the box in, and I feel like in 2025, sneaker companies, especially sneaker companies as large as ASICS, should just know better than to bag shoes. You always double box shoes. My second issue that was disappointing is this box is co-branded. So this is a part of the project. This is not just your standard ASICS box. You can see the box is kind of blacked out on the sides, but you do have ASICS and Invincible branding. You have some right here near the size label. There's Invincible and ASICS branding on the opposite side. And there's also supposed to be this like pixelated ASICS logo on the front of the box, but you can't see it because ASICS stuck the packing slip to the box, dead center on the logo. Now, if you're thinking, that's not a big deal, what's the big deal? The shoes are the main event. I agree with that, but I also feel like with the increased price of these collaborations and special projects, plus the fact that these prices are steadily increasing, ASICS just increased their prices, I do think that there's a level of customer experience, and I think there's a level of presentation that needs to go into this if you are gonna charge consumers more. This pair at $210 is the highest price that I have ever paid for an ASICS sneaker, and I feel like rookie mistakes, amateur mistakes on behalf of a major company should not be happening. The shoes are beautiful, love the shoes, but now my experience is tainted by something that was completely avoidable. This is my first time picking up a Gel Nimbus 10.1, and they do run true to size. So if you're thinking about picking these up, you can go true to size. For reference, I'm also a size 6 in the Gel Lyte 3, and I'm also a size 6 in Air Jordan 1. So that is my true size through and through, and the sizing worked out perfectly here. They fit very nicely, not too snug, not too loose. I can't speak to long-term comfort, but from the little bit that I have worn them to do the on foot and to just get a feel for them before making this review, they were very comfortable. They are more comfortable than the, 1130 that I bought, the ASICS and Kith collaboration. So all in all, final thoughts, I'm very happy with this collaboration. They're very stylish. I think they have like a sophisticated kind of look to them, even with the deconstructed vibe. They look great on foot. I'm really happy to add these to the collection. It's the best looking ASICS collaboration that no one is talking about. These will actually be in my top 10 sneakers of 2025. I like them that much.